Hey everyone, welcome to the Clydesdale CrossFitter and Friends. My name is Scott Switzer. I am the Clydesdale CrossFitter. I have with me today Kat Shear and Amy Radowski.
Hey.
And this week we're doing another midweek release. And this is going to be probably our last interview midweek release for a while. But this week we had the opportunity where O2 reached out to us because they have an amazing program going on for athletes who stuck with their gym through the month of May and went ahead and paid their dues, even though everything was going on with COVID and things like that. So they wanted to come on and talk about that program and make sure that all the athletes that are eligible for what they've done can redeem that offer through their portal. And so what we want to do is we had Dave Colina on, and he talked about everything that went on with that program. He talked about how he started O2. And so we're going to go to that interview, and then afterwards we're going to touch on some news updates, and we'll see you then. Oh, now we have two Daves.
We got two Daves.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, Dave. How are you?
Hey, man. I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Okay.
So this is the best I can do right now. So we could kind of roll with it, and I can just call in, I guess.
Okay.
Or I can keep trying as we're talking here. I'm uninstalling and reinstalling Zoom and having trouble doing that too. So I don't know what's going on, man.
No problem. We can just roll with it. We roll with the punches anyway. But it's good to have you on.
Got to.
Excited to hear about this program.
Good. I am too. And it's been going really, really well so far. I wish I could show my excitement by video, but sadly it doesn't look like that's going to be the case.
Okay. It's a shame you can't see us because we're actually drinking O2 just for you.
Yes, we are.
I love that. Thank you.
We're toasting you.
Nice. I appreciate it. I always support that. You guys are in Columbus, right?
Yeah. All but Kat, one of our co-hosts. She's in Delaware.
Okay. Got it. And are you all in the, I know you're in the CrossFit scene, but I should ask, which CrossFit scene or scenes?
So Charlie, Amy, and I, we all go to Shred CrossFit in Plain City, Dublin area.
Nice.
And we sell O2 out of our gym there. So we work
Awesome.
out, just do your everyday basic CrossFit workouts.
Mm-hmm.
We're all masters level athletes, and we do some local competitions.
Nice.
So yeah.
Awesome.
And then Kat and I also judge. So we judge at sanctionals, and Kat's even judged at the games.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. How was that experience?
Oh, that was awesome. I also own an affiliate, so CrossFit Clarity here in Hockessin, Delaware, and we have just recently, within the last month, signed up as a wholesaler for O2.
All right.
So,
Well,
yeah.
thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm wearing my T-shirt.
Nice. That's even better. I love it.
So I'd like to learn a little bit more about you. You're the president and CEO of O2.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a Columbus-based company, which we always love supporting our local companies.
Awesome.
And so what got you started with O2?
Oh man. So I started O2 really out of personal necessity. I was working at Nationwide Insurance, which, as you guys know, is in Columbus, and I was doing I had a pretty demanding day job, and I was doing a lot of nonprofit work in the evenings, and I was working out a lot and had a pretty active, otherwise healthy lifestyle, but I found myself drinking a lot of Red Bull and a lot of Gatorade to support it. And so I didn't come from a nutrition background, certainly not then, but I knew enough to know that probably wasn't great for me. And so I reached out to a friend of mine who was and still is a medical doctor at Ohio State Hospital, to see if he had a better recommendation of something I could drink that would give me kind of the energy of energy drinks and the hydration of sports drinks, but none of the bad stuff. And he shamefully admitted to me that he drank the same stuff and felt bad about it. And we were like, all right, well, we should just make our own drink. How hard can that be? Let's do it. And so turns out it's pretty hard. But we set out to effectively build a better mousetrap, combining the stuff that we loved about sports and energy drinks, and excluding the stuff that we didn't. And then about a year or so into our kind of pet project or side hustle, Dan, the doctor, came across some really compelling medical literature that showed the accelerating effects of ingested oxygen on the liver's metabolism of toxins. And so that's when O2 was really born into the O2 that we know and love today.
That's awesome. And you really have like 3 different lines. You have a caffeinated, a non-caffeinated, and now the new CBD.
Correct. Yeah. We've had a lot of success with the core line O2, which is what we're probably best known for. And then two of those flavors are caffeinated, and two of those flavors are not caffeinated. And we found ourselves in a position where we were looking for a CBD drink that we liked, and a lot of our team used and still uses CBD, and we think it's great. We think that tinctures can be kind of weird sometimes, and so we were like, all right, well, we now know how to make a drink, and so let's see if we can make a CBD drink. And so we launched that product in November of last year.
Yeah, we can't keep it on the shelves at our gym.
Yeah, I have to say it's my favorite.
Is it good?
Yes,
I appreciate that. I think it's probably the best product that we've made so far. It's good. I'm glad to hear you like it.
Yeah. So how long has O2 been around?
We launched literally and figuratively out of the back of my car in 2014. So we've been around 6 years.
Wow, it's like a Master P story.
Mm-hmm.
Selling CDs out of the back of his trunk, right? So
yeah, man, it's
oh, go ahead, Dave.
Go ahead. No, please. I was just gonna say it was definitely the kind of the back of the car story that you hear about, but actually this one was true. For the first year and a half, I was doing all the deliveries myself too, so that was a lot of fun. But also don't miss that part of the job.
And so, do you still work at Nationwide?
Did you ask, do I still work at Nationwide?
Correct.
No. I left that job a long time ago.
And O2 afforded you that opportunity?
Yeah. Yep. This is more than one job. This is more than enough for me.
Well, that's awesome. I know that's a goal of many of us to quit corporate America and do what we love. And it's awesome that you got to do that.
I appreciate that.
So what are the future plans for O2?
Well, we're trying to do everything we can right now anyway, to support our affiliate community. And you guys, hopefully you've seen some of the stuff we've been doing recently to do that. And frankly, we're just trying to keep up with the demand at this point, which is a great problem to have, but we kind of rallied internally and then quickly externally, all hands on deck at the start of the COVID-19 crisis, to do everything that we could to support initially our O2 affiliate clients, and then that initiative broadened and we extended it to a total of over 2,600 other gyms in the United States. And we have been overwhelmed with the amount of positive support and feedback and gym members rallying to support their own gyms, that we've seen over the last what's been about eight weeks or so almost 2 months, and so much so that our business has changed really in some really big ways, and all for the better. and we're, you know, like a lot of businesses right now, we're trying to figure out what the future looks like for us, Scott. So I wish I could give you a better answer outside of, you know, we're taking it day by day and week by week at this point. But we know that the one thing that really makes us strong as a company is our community, and the community that you guys have behind you as well. And so we're all hands on deck and focused on making sure that community, you know, not only makes it through COVID, but also comes out stronger, you know, stronger than we all collectively went into it. And as a company, we're doing everything that we can to make sure that happens, especially with our affiliates.
So speaking of rallying around the community, I know you guys did the big push with the hashtag stayformay.
Yeah. Yep.
And that is, I think that's what you're talking about, where the 2,600 plus gyms signed up for the Stay for May initiative.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
And that included giving gift cards to those members who supported their gyms by staying through the month of May, correct?
Yes, correct.
So do you want to give some details as to how that's gone? I know we as a group, the four of us were talking, that we knew it was going on, and we know that like our gym is signed up, but we don't know what to do next.
I'm happy to answer that question. So here's the gist of the program. So at the conclusion of our initiative that we collectively dubbed the Community Coalition, that was from March 18th to May 1st. That initiative was focused on O2 and subsequently 5 other brands sharing 50% of the profits from our online sales with our with members gyms. So basically a gym member would buy O2 from us on our website, and that gym member would have a unique coupon code unique to that gym, the gym that person worked out at. And by using that code, we would be able to kick back 50% of the profits from the sale back to that gym. And the main intention there was to help gyms that were shut down by COVID participate in at least some of the upside from the sales of O2 that we were capturing that would otherwise be taking place at the gym. And so we found that we were able to rally not only our troops, but also we brought on a few brand partners who were incredible with respect to the initiative and mobilizing quickly and executing at a high level. And one of those was Born Primitive, another was Peori, and another one was Bear Complex. And so 3 very well-known brands in the CrossFit community. And towards the end of the initiative, you know, we'd raised a bunch of money for affiliates. I think the total count was north of $230,000. And we realized that this is great, but it's a starting point. It's not a stopping point, because, you know, as y'all can attest to, gym members or affiliates do not keep the lights on through retail revenue in a normal environment, or an environment like what we're experiencing right now. You know, retail revenue is great, but it's membership that keeps the lights on. So we started to talk amongst ourselves, what could we do to help gyms retain members? And we had what you know, a lot of people thought was a crazy idea, that we sort of thought might have some legs, which was, what if we offered a $100 gift card split 4 ways across our 4 brands, O2, Bear Complex, Born Primitive, and Peori, to every gym member in America who worked out at one of the 2,600 Community Coalition gyms, as long as they kept their membership active through the month of May. And the intention was, you know, a lot of what we were hearing, you know, as people in the CrossFit scene and as athletes ourselves, was kind of around, you know, as a gym member, I was happy to stick around and keep my membership active in April, but I don't know if I'm going to see the value in May. Like, you know, the Zoom workouts are what they are. I'm kind of thinking maybe I should just take a break and see how everything shakes out in June. And we knew that if that happened, you know, affiliates would be in a lot of pain. And so we structured this program that would provide effectively $100 worth of value to anyone who kept their gym membership to offset some or part of the cost of that gym membership over the course of May. And when we announced that program, man, we had more inbound in that week than we had the preceding 5 years combined, probably, from
Wow.
people, members wanting to participate, gym owners wanting to make sure that they were qualified, gym owners telling us how much it meant to them. I mean, we had people telling us that it was the thing that kept them from throwing in the towel. It was something that, it was more than their bank had done, or more than, any program that they could get from the government. I mean, it was really, really impactful. And it again, it lit us up. And so we announced that program at the end of April, and we effectively said, gym owners, if you're participating in our community coalition, if you're one of these 2,600 gyms, which I know you guys were, then you can tell all your members that as long as they stick around for May, you'll give them a $100 gift card to O2, Born Primitive, Peoria, and Bear Complex. And a lot of them did. And it's been really, really exciting to see the net impact from that already, based on the feedback that we've gotten from our affiliate community and other affiliates who we don't yet work with, as well as gym members. So yesterday was the first day that people could redeem their gift cards. So Scott, you had asked about how this works. Basically, we sent a link, and if you don't have it, tell me or follow up with me after the program. But we sent a link to every affiliate owner who qualified for this program, for them to share with their members, because you guys are the only ones who know who's active and who's not, who kept their membership active and who didn't. And so we gave everybody a link to share with their members. And from a member experience, gym owner shares that link with you as long as you kept your gym membership active in May. And all you need to do is put in your first name, your gym name, and your email, and then you'll get an email within 30 seconds that shares the gift card with you to our 4 brands. So it's super simple, easy experience for everybody. And already, people are coming in droves, which is exciting. We're just making sure we're well equipped to keep up with the demand.
Well, and I've seen some reports say that you're anticipating $26 million in gift cards being handed out.
We did a back of the envelope estimate before we decided to go through with this crazy idea, and said, what would it cost us, right? What is this going to amount to? And we had 2,600 gyms participating, and if we and again, this is very, very high level, fat math, but 2,600 gyms, if you assume every gym has on average 100 members, that's 260,000 members that would be technically eligible for this gift card. And now not all of them are going to redeem the gift card. Gift card redemptions, I don't know what the average is across the board, but let's say, anywhere between 10 and 25% probably on average. So it's not going to be everybody who receives the gift card or who's eligible for the gift card. Not everybody's going to redeem it. But if everybody, hypothetically, if everybody did, that would amount to about $26 million in value. So that I think is where you saw the $26 million figure come from, and it's something that we're excited about. And frankly, I think we'd all we'd love to see that, and B, we'd be terrified to see that come to fruition. But technically, there is $26 million of value that is floating out there, whether people know it or not, they have access to.
Well, I just got to say, I know that we had members at our gym that wanted to stay on to support the gym itself. And it was awesome for the gym to be able to give back and say thank you with this program. So I think it's very innovative, and I just want to thank you guys for giving gyms that opportunity.
It was honest to God, it was an honor to be in a position to do that. And I think that it's probably one of the things that I'm most proud of so far with O2 is our ability to rally quickly and to provide something of value to the core of our community, which is the affiliate owner. We wouldn't have this community were it not for the 5,000 or 6,000 affiliates in our country who are slaving away day after day with early mornings and late nights, trying to keep an environment for us to stay fit and healthy in. And so, I know what COVID has done with our business, and it's been very, very, very scary, certainly at the outset. And I can't imagine what it's been like for an affiliate owner to effectively have to be forced to shut your doors and figure things out, handcuffed and blindfolded. So we were really, really concerned with finding a way to help. I think we did a good job of doing that, and I hope that it helped retain some people who were on the fence about their May membership.
Well, we are big fans of your drink, and we're big fans of this program, and we're glad that you were able to come on, even though it's only audio today. But to share the story and to get the information out there so people can take advantage of that.
For sure. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everything that you stand for, everything that you're doing to help us spread the word, but even more importantly, to build out this community. And I think it is really, really important that we continue as a country and as a fitness community to strengthen that community, especially in a time like this where, COVID's going wild and a lot of our cities are literally or figuratively on fire. The importance of community is really, really high. And I think that within the walls of the gym, that's, there are few places where community is so valued. That's all a direct result of the hard work that you guys are doing and that of your listeners. So I appreciate you having me on today.
Yeah, and to all the listeners that want to know more, please check with your gym owner to see if they have that link, if they signed up with the program. And we'll put a link below to your webpage so they can order O2, because it's a great drink, and to be able to do that. So we'll put that below this video.
Perfect.
Thanks a lot, Dave. We really appreciate you.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate all you're doing. Take care.
You too.
You too.
See ya.
Bye.
So that was really nice of Dave to take some time out of his week. I know they're super busy with this promotion going on, but it was nice to get some of the details. I know I've read about a lot of it, and there was some confusion on my part even of how to redeem that offer through their portal and everything. So it was nice of him to come on and do that.
Yeah, and I was able to affiliate just in time to get the offer for my members, which was nice.
Yeah, that's so cool. And it was really nice of them to do that, because that really did benefit a lot of people and a lot of gyms if 2,600 signed up for that.
It's amazing. I mean, that's, as he was saying, they've got a lot to keep up on, and that's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
So let's talk about our training weeks real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and start because this week has been a disaster for me. I have totally fallen off the wagon. I had ice cream last night just because I went poo-poo and the whole bit. And so I'm fessing up, I'm admitting it, and trying to right the ship. I am working 11.5-hour days because I work in an area close to unemployment in the state of Ohio. And they've taken all of our people that have any unemployment experience and moved them away. And so we have to pick up the slack for everything else. And it has stressed me out big time, getting yelled at all day because people can't get their unemployment, which I totally understand and feel so bad for, but I have no access to anything to help them out. And it just stresses me out. And so this is my confession. And asking my friends to hold me accountable moving forward.
Done.
Fair enough. Yeah. I have, so gyms have opened back up again, and my training partner belongs to one of those gyms. So she has left me, and I hate to work out by myself. So I have not worked out. Well, I worked out today, but today was the first day I worked out since Saturday when I had another friend come over and work out with me. So Monday, Tuesday, nothing happened here with me. I did a quick little 8-minute AMRAP with some rest and another 8-minute AMRAP today. Just got to moving. It felt good. But I did get over 10 hours of sleep last night, which feels really, really good.
So what's your recovery say today?
I was at like 80% maybe, something like that. Like not as much as I thought I would be. I've been in the green all week, obviously, because I've not really been doing anything. But yeah, 10 some hours of sleep was pretty awesome. Felt good. Wednesdays are my day to sleep in. So taking full
So
advantage.
Amy, it's time to pick us up.
Okay, I'm in the red right now. Hardcore in the red, but I crushed a nap as I did yesterday. So I went in at 5 a.m. today, and first of all, it was so humid, and it was devil presses, dumbbell devil presses, and they literally are the devil.
What weight do you use for those?
Here's the thing. It was prescribed was 35, but I did 84 handstand push-ups yesterday and said, there is no way I'm picking up that 35. I mean, I might have been able to, I think I could do that weight, but I don't think I could do that weight well. And so there was no reason to do it. So I used 25s today. And the goal was you had all these AMRAPs, that started with a buy-in of 35 double unders, 5 burpees over the dumbbell, and then you needed to do max effort of your double press until you could get 50. But it would be a 2-minute AMRAP and then a 2-minute rest, 2-minute AMRAP, 2-minute rest. So I finished.
As soon as you get 50, you get to stop?
Yeah, but you only have 4 AMRAPs. Yeah. So I got to 44, which was fine. I got a good workout.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys know me well enough, what do you think happened after the workout? So
You did 6 more to even it up.
Sure did. 6 more to even it up. But the best
If she would have got 39, she would have went to 40.
Right.
It's to even it up, not to finish it.
Yeah.
Got it.
But if I'm you're right. But if I'm that close, I have to do 50. I just can't not do it.
That's funny.
The best part about it was my double unders were on fire today. I think it was because it was 5 a.m. and my body didn't know if I was awake yet, so I didn't think about it, and they were lit. So I'm happy about that.
That's awesome.
Well, glad one of us is hitting it hard. But I do got to tell you, the black cherry chocolate chip at Grader's may be the best thing I've ever had in my life.
The raspberry black
No,
raspberry?
black cherry, like sweet black cherry.
No.
So good. Yeah, I've had the black raspberry too. It's not bad.
Did you know this side story that Scott Rudowski worked at Grader's Ice Cream when we were first dating? And if they made them in 10-gallon French pots, and if they made a mistake, they could not sell it. So if they put dark chocolate into something that was supposed to be milk chocolate or vice versa, they couldn't sell it. So he would make, not him, but if there was mistakes made, he would bring home this ice cream.
That's amazing.
10-gallon bucket.
Well, we would split it up with some other people, but
Oh.
for my love of ice cream, definitely.
We should talk about ice cream flavors one of these episodes, because I cannot do fruit in my ice cream. That is not a thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I just want chocolate and peanut butter and vanilla.
Yeah, all the decadent things. None of the.
Yeah, I had the Buckeye and the black cherry
Okay.
chocolate chip. A
Okay.
scoop of each.
I can forgive that.
So Titan Games, who got to see it this week?
Mine's recorded. I haven't watched it yet.
I was working on my computer last night and I heard my husband watching it. So the family had tuned in. Apparently she was crushing things.
So Danny Spiegel was on this week and she totally dominated the Titan Games.
No surprise.
She made it look like child's play.
Good.
And so she ended up winning Mount Olympus and beating the Olympian. So when you have to carry the log up the hill, the Olympian missed the hook and it went all the way back down to the bottom and she had to do it again.
Ooh.
So it appeared to me that Danny then slowed down because she knew she had the lead. And then the Olympian was going, balls to the wall. So it looked like she was catching up. But when Danny got to the pull the chain and ball across the floor, it
Game
looked
over.
like a cotton ball and a piece of yarn.
Those legs don't lie, man. She's so strong.
So the finals are this week, this coming Monday, where she will defend Mount Olympus against all the people that that won a race but didn't win Mount Olympus. So I think Matt Chan gets to go back in and try again. So he'll be on Monday, and then Danny will be defending the Mount Olympus, which is pretty cool.
But let's talk again, because I do know this part, that they didn't talk about her CrossFit background.
They did not. So, we had kind of talked about that. So I reached out to my friend Patrick. I talk for a living. I reached out to my friend Patrick Clark at the Morning Chalk Up, and I said, what's the deal? Why are they not mentioning CrossFit on this show? And his response was that it's two brands, right? You have the Titan Games brand, you have a CrossFit brand, and Titan Games may not want to compete with that other brand. It could be too that CrossFit, the brand, doesn't want to be mentioned on a show like this.
I think it's the latter for sure. Because CrossFit and Titan Games are two completely different things. It's like apples and bananas, like completely different.
So this is the conversation we got into next. They described Danny Spiegel as a social media star, not a fitness expert or CrossFit or whatever. So I said to him, they could have at least given her like fitness
Credit,
champion, fitness something, instead of social media star. And he came back with me with a very strong argument that said, okay, let me ask you this. Who's a better athlete, Kristen Holta or Danny Spiegel?
Kristen
Holta, many games athlete, podium last year, consistently top 5. Who's more popular?
Oh, Danny.
Danny. Why is Danny more popular?
Because she has more of a presence on social media.
I was like, okay. So his contention is not that this is going to stay forever, but that Danny Spiegel is kind of like Anna Kournikova in the tennis world. Anna Kournikova gained tons of popularity and never won a thing. She played tennis, but she couldn't even get out of the first or second round of tennis tournaments.
Okay, but now Danny just crushed it, so she did win the thing.
True, Titan Games, but coming in, all she had done is went to 1 games, got cut early, and really never proved herself as a top 10 competitor in CrossFit. So, and that's his argument, and he swayed me. And so I was like, okay, I get it. She's a social media star.
I can hear that, but I still want to ask NBC, the Titan Games.
Right.
Also, The Rock. I would like to know. So go ahead, at The Rock and at NBC Titan Games. Let's find out.
Yeah, why no CrossFit?
Okay. I'll wait for your response.
I think we should start a hashtag campaign on The Rock's page and just tag it. Just comment on all of his posts, hashtag why no CrossFit.
And then we'll hashtag back Greg Glassman.
Right.
All right. Well, the last thing I wanted to talk about news-wise is the Masters Fitness Collective Championship. They announced that this week they're putting out surveys to see who of the top 10 in each age group in the Masters divisions would be willing to come to this competition. They have major sponsors already willing to sponsor it. Bear Complex, RX Smart Gear. I wrote them down here. Yeah, sure I did. High Temp Weight Equipment and Born Primitive are going to sponsor it. It's going to be held in Fort Wayne, Indiana, on August 20th to the 23rd. So CJ Martin is programming it from CrossFit Invictus.
What'd you say, Amy? I couldn't hear you.
Fort Wayne, Indiana. That just doesn't sound like a we're super exciting place to hold something.
Well, I think they have to go to a state that is not as restrictive with the quarantine right now.
True.
And the Midwest seems to be opening up pretty steadily.
And no offense to people of Fort Wayne. It just surprised me when you said that and like, oh, okay, yeah.
Right. It's not like a CrossFit hotbed that you think of.
Yeah.
Well, my initial thought was, wow, if they pull this off, it's going to be pretty cool because you'll have the games from the end of July to the first weekend in August. You'll have the teams from the first weekend of August to the second week of August. You'll have the masters in the third week of August, and you'll have the teens on Labor Day weekend. And we will have a month straight of CrossFit competition.
Yeah, it's like if we were watching the Summer Olympics, which we're not going to do.
We deserve it.
Yeah.
We deserve sports.
So I'm interested to see who's going to be interested. I know some other competitions we're trying to put something together, but they're much later in the year. And some of our former guests said yes to those competitions. I'm wondering what they're going to do with these ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So stay tuned. We'll keep an eye on it and see if it's going to come together or not. But it looks like, I mean, they've got major sponsorship. The last thing I want to talk about one more thing is I did see an artist rendering of the permit application for the individual athletes at the games. Has anybody else seen it?
I've seen a portion of it showing like the field of play, if you will.
Yeah. So on the field of play, did you notice what's in the end zone area?
No, I didn't look closely enough.
So in the past, it's always been like fittest on earth or like a red, white, and blue, and it would say Reebok CrossFit Games. This says Rogue.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Just a little controversy to throw out there.
Yeah.
That I did notice that in the end zones. I was like, huh, that's very different than what I've seen when I've been working the games in those areas.
Yeah, not mad about it.
No, makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
This is the last year, though, that Reebok has a contract. So I don't know if it's just a big middle finger to Reebok to throw that out there. As the last year, hey, we're done with you after this.
Yikes, I don't know.
That or just maybe the people at Rogue were the ones that developed the schematic for them and they just threw their logo on it. I mean, it's just a rough draft, right? Like
true. Yeah, it doesn't have to be that way live and in person, but
yeah,
pretty interesting.
Yeah. That's cool.
Well, at this point, we were going to do a little op-ed of our own or a commentary kind of on what's going on around the world with the racial protests and what happened with George Floyd on May 25th. We still want to talk about that, but one of our co-hosts is an African-American gentleman, and he should be on when we do that. If he's comfortable with doing that. He wasn't able to make it today, but we want to have that conversation with him and make sure that it's something he's comfortable with and something that
we want him to be a part of the conversation.
Right.
Yeah. It's only right that he is. And I'm glad that we're at least bringing it up to tell the audience we do have things to say and we want to talk about it. We're not being silent. We just need to do it in the right way, in a respectful way between the four of us.
Right. And so with that being said, we're going to end this. We're sad with everything that's going on in the country right now and around the world. And our hearts, thoughts, and prayers go out to everybody affected. And so with that, we'll leave you on that somber note. And we'll see you next time on the Clydesdale CrossFitter and Friends.
Bye.
Be kind.